Indian Penal Code.
The provisions of the Indian Penal Code. In general
chapter of right of private defense. What is right of private? Every person has a right to defend his body and the body of others, of whom against any offense which is to be committed against, which is an offense against human body. When an offense against human body is about to be committed, every person has a right to defend his own body or the body of any other person against whom an offense against human body is to be committed. Why this right of private defense is given? Because this right of private defense is not given to anybody, but it is a natural right of every human being to protect himself from any interference in his body. This right is natural right. This right is not only available to human being, it is also, this right is also available to even animal. Animal also reacts when somebody attacks. So, that apart, the state cannot provide police for every citizen to protect his body or property. That's why this right of private defense, Section 96, nothing is an offense, nothing is offense, which is done in the exercise of the right of private defense. So, this general exception is that 96, the thing is an offense which is done in the exercise of a right of private defense. Then, Section 97 provides when the right of private defense of the body and property. What it says? Every person has a right subject to the restriction contained in Section 99. This right is not absolute, but some restriction is there. Every person has a right subject to the restriction contained in Section 99 to defend first his own body and the body of any other person against any offense affecting the human body. This is first. Secondly, the property, whether movable or immovable, of himself or any other person, against any act which is an offense falling under the definition of theft, robbery, criminal trespass, mischief, or which is an attempt to commit theft, robbery, criminal trespass, and mischief. Now you are clear? That right of private defense is available to every person. When? To defend his body and the body of another against the offense affecting human body. Second, to defend his property, property, not of his, even property of other, property, whether movable or immovable property, of himself or of any other person, against the offense of theft, robbery, then criminal trespass and mischief, attempted commission of theft, attempted robbery, or attempted criminal trespass, or attempted mischief. Section 98 says, right to defend against the act of person of unsound mind. You are aware of the provisions that this general exception provides that any act which is an offense, if it is committed by a person of unsound mind without knowing the nature and consequence of the act, then that is not punishable. So that falls under the general exception. So even if an insane person that attempted or is about to commit an offense affecting human body, though he is not liable, but still the right of private defense is available to the person against whom such an attack, such an apprehension is there. What it says? When an act which would otherwise be certain a offense is not that offense. An act is an offense, but that is not an offense. As because it is committed by an insane person, without knowing the nature and consequence of the act, though that is not an offense, still, or by a person who is intoxicated without knowing the nature and consequence of that, but it is an offense, but it will not be treated as an offense because it was committed by a person involuntary intoxication due to not knowing the nature and consequence of that. In such case also, or by reason of any misconception, because of any misconception means what? Not knowing the fact clearly. Misconception was the wrong impression of the facts on the part of that person. Every person has the same right of private defense against that act which would have if the act were that offense. To avoid such confusion, because this right of private defense is available to defend against an offense. So unless there is an offense, how this right of private defense is available? So in order to remove such anomaly, such that confusion, the legislature has provided, though the act of an insane person is not an offense, still the right of private defense is available. Similarly, though a person under intoxication commits an act which will not be treated as an offense just because he did not, that is involuntary intoxication, and did not know the nature and consequence of the act, so that will not be treated as a, still this right of private defense is available, against whom such attempted harm is to be done. Similarly, under misconception, if somebody does something, though it will not be treated as an offense, still that will be treated with this right of private defense is available. The illustration will make it clear. Z under the influence of Z being under the influence of insanity, attempt to kill A. Z is guilty of no offense. So Z is not guilty of any because Z under the influence of insanity attacks A. What? Attacks A. So, but he has the same right of private defense which would have if Z were sane. Because if Z were sane, this right of private defense is available. But here this section 19 says, as because a person as offense is not committed, that will not be treated as an offense because the act was done by a person under the influence of insanity, without knowing the nature and consequence of the act, or due to misconception, without knowing the nature, the real fact, or under intoxication, involuntary intoxication, without knowing the nature and consequence of the act, still the right of private defense is up. B illustration will make you clear how misconception, by reason of a misconception on the part of that person, if that will not be treated as an offense, but still this right of private defense is available. A enters by night a house which is legally entitled to enter. A enters into a house is by night, but Z in good faith, Z was in the occupation of that house in good faith, taking A for a housebreaker, without knowing the identity of A, attacks A. Here Z by attacking A under this misconception commits no offense because though he had the Z had the authority to enter into the house, but A attacks because Z doesn't commit any offense, but still then A's right of private defense is available. But they have the same right of private defense against Z, which would have if Z were not acting under this misconception. Now section 99. 99 is to be remembered. Because subject to the provisions of section 99, subject to the restriction as provided in section 99, this right of private defense is to be used. What are those restrictions? First restriction is that this right of private defense or a force is to be used only to defend, not to do harm to somebody. Second, this, if there is possibility of taking the help of the police or any other public authority, then such right of private defense is not available. This right of private defense available when the actual apprehension is there, once the offense has already been committed, thereafter the right of private defense is lost, is no more available. So now section 99, you go through the section 99, there is no, section 99 also says, there is no right of private defense against the act of a public servant unless there is apprehension of death or grievous hurt. or there is no right of private defense if a person knows that another person is doing something by the direction of a public servant, unless the apprehension is not of death or grievous hurt. This section 99. There is no right of private defense against an act which does not reasonably cause the apprehension of death or grievous hurt if done or attempted to be done by a public servant acting in good faith under color of his office, though that act may not be strictly justified by law. Under the color of office, under the color of office is very important. He must have some power, some power. Suppose a police officer, he enters somebody's house to arrest somebody. There, the right of private defense is not available. What it says, there is no right of private defense against an act which does not reasonably cause the apprehension of death or grievous hurt. If the person apprehends that police officer will cause grievous hurt, then this right of private defense is available. There is no right of private defense against the act of a public servant unless there is apprehension of the person who exercises the right of private defense that death or grievous hurt will cause to him. Or though that act may not be strictly justified, even though that act is not strictly justified. So first restriction is that there is no right of private defense against the act of a public servant while doing that act under the color of his office. Color of his office. What is color of his? Some connection must be there. That is act of a under the color of an office, though he is not justified. Though that public servant is not justified by law to do it, but under the color of his office, he is doing that. Second restriction, what? First restriction. There is no right of private defense against an act which does not reasonably cause the apprehension of death or grievous hurt if done or attempted to be done by a direction of it. Similarly, there is no right of private defense which does not reasonably cause apprehension in the mind of the person who exercises the right of private defense as per the direction of a public servant unless he apprehends that a death or grievous hurt will be under the grievous hurt will be caused to him. There is no right of private defense against an act which does not reasonably cause the apprehension of death or grievous hurt if done or attempted to be done by the direction of a public servant acting in good faith under the color of his, though that direction may not be strictly justified by law. Two provisions, two exceptions are relation. First, by public servant or by the under the color of his office, though it is not justified by law, still, and if there is no apprehension of death or grievous hurt, then the right of private defense is not available. Second, if as per the direction of a public servant, if somebody is doing something and unless there is apprehension of death or grievous hurt, then this right of private defense is not available when that is done. Not only that, that is done under the color of the office of that public servant. And in good faith he is doing this. There is no right of private defense in case in which there is time to have recourse to the protection of the public authorities. Third, there is no right of private defense when there is time to have recourse to the protection of the public authority. If somebody has threatened to commit an offense, but the police station is nearby place, so he may take the help of the police. So there is no right of private defense if there is time to take what there is to take there is time to have recourse to take the help of the public protection, to take the help of the public authorities for the protection of that person. Third, three circumstances when right of private defense is not available as per section 99. This right of private defense is not available against the act of a public servant unless there is apprehension of causing death or grievous hurt to that person. Similarly, there is no right of private defense for the act done as per the direction of public servant unless there is apprehension of causing death or public servant or the grievous hurt. Third, there is no right of private defense when there is time to take the help of the public authorities for the protection. Now, this third is extent to which the right may be exercised. The right of private defense is no case extend to the inflicting more harm than it is necessary to inflict for the purpose of the defense. The harm, how much harm is to be caused while exercising the right of private defense? That means the harm must be for defense, not to attack somebody. So this right of private, the right of private defense is in no case is very important. In no case, this right of private defense extends to inflicting more harm than it is necessary for defending somebody. So, if for right of private defense some exercises you that more force, then there is guilty for that. So, what is second? Explanation says, a person is not deprived of the right of private defense against an act done or attempt to be done by a public servant as such, unless he knows or has the reason to believe that he is a public servant. First, there is no right of private defense against the act of a public servant unless there is apprehension of death or grievous. If that person doesn't know that he is a public servant, he can exercise the right of private defense. Suppose in the middle of the night, a police officer in plain clothes enters somebody's house. The person doesn't know that he is the public servant. He is a police officer. He exercises the right of private defense. Then he commits no offense. So, this unless the person knows that he is a public servant, then this right of private defense also happens. Second explanation is that a person is not deprived of the right of private defense against an act done or attempt to be done by the direction of the public servant, unless he knows that the person who is doing that act is doing as per the direction of the public servant, or is acting by such direction, or unless such person unless such person states that I am doing this act by the direction of a particular public servant, or if some direction has been given in writing, unless he produces such authority, if demanded. This is section 19. Why? You should try to remember the provisions of section 19. Right of private defense will be exercised subject to the provisions contained in section 99. Why section 99? 99 put some restrictions, put some limitations on the exercise of the right of private defense. First, this right of private defense is not available against the act of a public servant while acting under the color of his office, though he exceeds not justified by law, unless there is apprehension of death or grievous act. Second, this right of private defense, the right of private defense is also not available for the act done by a person as per the direction of a public servant under the color of his office, and though he is not justified by law, unless there is apprehension of death or grievous act. Third, when there is time to take the help of the public authority or protection, the right of private defense is not available. These are the three Lakshman Rekhas for exercising of right of private defense. Third is that this right of private defense does not permit the person who exercises the right of defense to do more harm as is necessary to defend it, not to inflict any harm to other. More harm is to be caused. Similarly, if a person is deprived of the right of private against an act done or attempted to be, will not be deprived of to exercise the right of private unless he knows that the person who is doing that act is a public servant, or unless he knows that any other person acting under the direction of the public servant, he knows that, or the person who does that act as per the direction of the public servant informs to that person that he is doing that act as per his direction, or if there is a written authority on demand, he shows that written authority. Now, section 100. When the right of private defense of the body extends to cause death. Sometimes you get a question. When the right of private defense of body extends to cause death, or when the right of private defense against property extends to cause death. Section 100 and 103. 100 says, when the right of private defense extends to cause death. This right of private defense extends to cause death when there is apprehension. Such an assault. Always you have to remember, begin with this, such an assault as may reasonable cause the apprehension of death will otherwise be a consequence of such assault. Such an assault as may reasonable cause the apprehension. Such an assault as may, what is assault? Assault has been defined in the Indian Penal Code. What is assault? Assault means what? What? Assault causing apprehension in the mind of another that force will be used. That is assault. So such an assault which may reasonably cause the apprehension, such an assault which may reasonably cause the apprehension that death will be the consequence of such an assault, Similarly, such an assault which causes apprehension that grievous assault will otherwise be the consequence of such assault. Such an assault which causes an apprehension in the mind of the person who exercises the right of private defense that death will be a consequence of such assault. Second, such an assault which causes apprehension in the mind of the person who exercises the right of private defense that grievous assault will be the consequence of such assault. Then, an assault with intention to commit rape. Third, an assault with intention to commit and the intention of gratifying unnatural offences. An assault with intent to gratify unnatural lust. Fifthly, an assault with the intention of kidnapping or abducting. Sometimes we do not know. We forget that when somebody is going to kidnap somebody, kidnapping or abduction, by force somebody is taking somebody. This right is available. The right of private defense extends to first state. Fourthly, an assault with intention of kidnapping from India, kidnapping from lawful guardianship. Takes or entices anybody from India, from any place outside India, takes, that is kidnapping from India, kidnapping from lawful guardianship, from the guardian, kidnapping, and assault with the intention. Assault is there with the intention of kidnapping or abduction, then the right of private defense extends to cause death. Sometimes you forget that this provision is kicked off. You do not an assault with the intention of kidnapping or abducting. Sixthly, an assault with the intention of wrongfully confining a person under such a circumstances that he will be unable to take the help of unable to recourse to the public authorities for his release. This is an assault with the intention of wrongfully confining a person under circumstances which may reasonably cause him to apprehend. Such an assault, always an assault with intent to wrongfully confine a person under such a circumstances that he will be unable to have recourse to the public authorities for his relief. This seventhly that has been included by amendment, an act of throwing or administering a seat that extends to cause death. An act of throwing a seat or administering that is somebody to bring a seat, administering a seat, or an attempt, throw or administer a seat, which may reasonably cause the apprehension of grievous or will otherwise be the consequence of such act. An act of throwing or administering a seat, or an attempt to throw or administer a seat, which may, in case of attempt, which may reasonably cause that grievous or will otherwise be the consequence of such administration. Administering a seat. Now, 100, when such right of extend to causing any harm other than death. So, this section 100 says, when right of private defense extend to cause and death, such an assault, which there is apprehension that death will be consequence of such an assault which causes an apprehension that grievous assault will be consequence of such an assault, then an assault with intention to commit rape, an assault with intent to gratify unnatural lust. Then fourth is that an assault with intention to commit intention of kidnapping or abduction. Then an assault with an intention to confine a person in such a circumstances that he will not be in a position to take the help of the public authorities for his release, or throwing an act of throwing. Here assault word is not there. An act of throwing a seed, or administering a seed, or attempting to throw, or administer acid, and which may cause that may cause reasonable apprehension that the grievous hurt will otherwise be consequence of such act. Now section 101 says, other than that, any harm may be caused. If the offense be not of any of the description enumerated in the last preceding section, that is section 100, the right of private defense of the body does not extend to the voluntarily causing death. Again, it has been clarified that restricted that if the apprehension is not as provided in section 100, then the right of private defense does not extend to cause death to the assailant, but does extend under the restriction mentioned in section 90. Restriction mentioned in 99, public servant, direction of the public servant, then time is there. So this right of private, or it must not be more harm. So this subject to the restriction in section 99 to cause any harm other than death, to be voluntarily causing to the assailant of any harm other than death. 102, then when the right of private defense commences and up to what time it continues. Commences and continuance of the right of private defense of the body. The right of private defense of the body, the right of private defense when commences in respect of body and continues. When the right of private defense commences in respect of property and up to what time it continues. That we find. Section 102 says, the right of private defense of the body commences as soon as a reasonable apprehension of danger to the body arises from an attempt. Reasonable apprehension of the body, of the danger to the body arises from an attempt or threat to commit the offense, though the offense may not have been committed. Even at the time of threat also it comes. So the right of private defense of the body commences when? As soon as a reasonable apprehension of danger to the body arises from an attempt. Reasonable apprehension of danger to body arises from an attempt or threat to commit the offense, though the offense may not have been committed. Reasonable, when threat is such as immediately is threatening. So there is reasonable apprehension that the harm will be caused. What it says? The right of private defense of this body commences as soon as a reasonable apprehension of danger to the body arises. Reasonable apprehension of danger to the body arises from the attempt or threat. Danger, when the reasonable apprehension of danger to the body arises out of threat or attempt to commit the offense, though the offense may not have been committed. And it continues as long as such apprehension or danger to the body continues. So long the apprehension of danger to the body continues, this right of private defense continues. 103. When the right of private defense of property extends to causing death. There are only, that is 4 circumstances. In 4 circumstances, the right of private defense against property extends to cause death. The right of private defense of property extends under the restriction mentioned in section 99. Again, it has been reiterated, section 99 puts the restriction to the voluntarily causing death or of any other harm to the wrongdoer, either death or any other harm to the wrongdoer. If the offense, the offender, if the offense, the committing of which or the attempt to commit of which occasions the exercise, if the offense, the committing of which or the attempt to commit of which occasion the exercise of the right, occasion the exercise of the right of private defense, be an offense of any of the description. That is, again the offense, what is that? Occasions. If the offense, the committing of which at the time of commission or the attempt to commit which occasions the attempt, in attempting to commit such offenses, occasions the exercise of the right of private defense, be an offense of any of the descriptions herein enumerated. First is robbery. Here, apprehension of death is not there. When this right of private defense extends to cause death, if when a robbery is about to be committed, at the time of committing robbery or attempting to commit robbery, the right of private defense also extends to cause death. at the time of committing housebreaking by night or attempting to commit housebreaking. Similar, third is that the right of private defense extends to cause death when the mischief at the time of committing or attempt to commit mischief by fire committed on any building, tent or vessel, which building, tent or vessel is used for human dwelling or for as a place for the custody of property. Fourthly, theft, mischief or house trespass. Theft, mischief or house trespass. Under such circumstances, and in a reasonable cause of apprehension that death or grievous hurt will be the consequence of such right of private defense is not exercised. This fourth you have to remember. So what the right of private defense in respect of property extends to cause death. When the occasion to exercise the right of private defense arises at the time of committing the offense of theft, robbery, mischief by fire, or attempted robbery, housebreaking, and mischief by fire, or theft, mischief, or house trespass. Under such circumstances, which cause which a reasonable cause apprehension that death or grievous hurt will be caused to the person by the assailant, to the person who exercised the right of private defense. This is section 103. Now 104, what it provides? That when such right extend to causing any harm other than death, this 104, that if the offense, the committing of which or the attempt to commit which occasions to exercise the right of private, the theft, mischief or criminal action not of any of the description enumerated in the last preceding section. That is, not preceding theft, mischief, or what? Criminal trespass. Criminal trespass and apprehension of is that unless the private defense will be in this, unless there is apprehension of death. So in such case, that extend to cause death. So death or grievous hurt, then that extend to cause death. But if such an apprehension is not there, then in such case, any harm can be caused. Any harm may be caused to any by at the time of by exercising the right of private defense. What is section 104 says? If the offense, the committing of which or the attempted to commit which occasion the exercise of the right of private defense, but the theft, mischief or criminal trespass, not of any of the description enumerated in the last preceding section. Enumeration of the description means there is no apprehension of death or grievous hurt. In such case, that right does not extend to voluntarily causing of death, but does extend, subject to the restriction maintained in section 99, to the voluntary causing to the wrongdoer of any harm other than death. Now section 105, commencement and continuance of the right of private defense of property. Commences, and what is that? The right of private defense of property commences when a reasonable apprehension of danger to the property commences. When there is reasonable apprehension of danger to the property commences, then the right of private defense of property commences. The right of private defense of property against theft, only theft, continues till the offender has effected his retreat with the property. So long the offender is there, he has not left the place with the property. In case of theft, the right of private defense is available. Or attempt to cause to any person death, that is retreat with the property, or either the assistance of the public authority is obtained till the assistance of the public authority is obtained, the right of private defense, so far as theft is concerned, that is available, or the property has been recovered. Till the property has been recovered, the right of private defense extends. In case of theft, the right of private defense of property against robbery continues as long as the offender causes or attempts to cause to any person death. So long the offender causes or attempts to cause any person death or hurt or wrongful restraint, or as long as the fear of instant death or instant hurt or instant personal restraint continues. Now, the right of private defense of property against criminal trespass or mischief continues as long the offender continues in the commission of criminal trespass. So, criminal trespass, so long or continuing mischief, commission, that is, continues in doing that criminal trespass. Mischief means causing any damage to the property of another. Criminal trespass, whoever enters into the land of another with intention to commit an offense, that is criminal trespass. The right of private defense of property against housebreaking by night continues as long as the house trespass which has been begun by such housebreaking continues. This is right of when commences and continues in case of right of private defense in properties. Section 106. Right of private defense against deadly assault when there is risk of harm to innocent persons. Sometimes at the time of exercising right of private defense, there is risk of causing harm to an innocent person. If while exercising the right of private defense, any harm is caused to an innocent person, or that is also general exception. That will not be treated as an offense. What section 106 says? Right of private defense against deadly assault. Only in deadly assault, when there is risk of harm to innocent person. In the exercise of the right of private defense against an assault which reasonably causes the apprehension of death, against an only when there is an assault which reasonably cause apprehension of death, and in such case the right of private defense is used. The defender be so situated, the defender is so situated that he cannot effectually exercise that right, that the defender cannot exercise such a right. He is situated in such a place without risk or harm to an innocent person. His right of private defense extends with the running of that risk. That means he can cause harm to an innocent person. Because what? Such an erosion will cause the apprehension of death. When there is such an assault which causes apprehension of causing death to another person, then the person who exercises the right of private defense, if he is situated in such a place that while exercising the right of private defense, then he may cause injury to any innocent person. And by exercising that right, if he causes any harm to that innocent person, that is also general exception. That will not be treated as an offense. The illustration will make it clear. A is attacked by a mob who attempts to murder him. A is attacked by a mob who attempts to murder him. He cannot effectually exercise the right of private defense without firing on the mob. A, in order to save him from the mob, he fired, and there were some children were there in that mob. If any of the children dies, then that will not be treated as an offense. What it says? A is situated by a mob who attempts to murder him. He cannot effectually exercise his right of private defense without firing on the mob, and he cannot fire without risk of harming young children who are mingled with the mob. A commits no offense if by so firing he harms any of the children. Now you are clear? 106. Right of private defense against deadly assault. When there is somebody exercise the right of private defense against deadly apprehension, apprehending his death, unless the right of private defense is used, then if he is so situated that while exercising the right of private defense, there is every risk of, there is every possibility of causing harm to an innocent person, and while exercising that right of private defense, he causes any harm or injury to an innocent person, that is also a general exception, and for that he is not liable. Now, in nutshell, we try to complete the general exception chapter. This is a very, we shared a very limited knowledge on this. If you go through the sections and also keep track to know if that is what are the case laws on the matter. So, because in a limited time we cannot discuss all such provision. If we discuss this in detail on case laws, etc., hardly we can cover only 2 to 3 sections in one session. So, our objective is to complete the subject so that you can have at least some, you can grasp the subject by knowing the provisions in